Beloved, welcome. I'm truly grateful that you are here right now, in this very moment, because this message has been placed in your path for a divine reason. Before we go deeper, I want you to settle your mind, breathe gently, and just be present. Something powerful is moving toward you, and by the time you reach the end of this message, your spirit will understand exactly why you were drawn here. If you're new to this channel, I invite you to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a message that is meant to guide, uplift, and spiritually prepare you. And before we go further, type the phrase "I receive" in the bar. Comments? This simple declaration opens your heart and aligns your faith with what God is sending your way. You've been sensing something. A shift, a quiet stirring, a feeling that something is coming toward you, even though you can't explain why. Your spirit has been picking up on a movement that your eyes have not yet seen. You're here because tomorrow holds a divine appointment. A moment designed by God to intersect with your life at exactly the right time. You may not know what it is yet, but I want you to stay with me, because this message is going to speak directly to the part of you that's been waiting, hoping, praying, and perhaps even doubting. As you listen, I want you to feel as though this message is speaking straight into your living room, straight into your heart, straight into that private place where your hopes and uncertainties live. This message is for you, not for the crowd, not for the collective, but for your spirit. And the first thing you need to know is this: there is a knock coming tomorrow that has the power to change everything. You may think of a knock as something simple, something small, but spiritually, a knock represents opportunity, divine interruption, unexpected direction, and answers arriving at your door. When God sends a knock, it is never random. It is timed. It is intentional. It is purposeful. And it always carries something you have been prepared for, even if you didn't know. Preparation was happening. There's a reason Jesus said in Matthew 7:27, "Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and there shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." This scripture is not just about what you knock on it, it's also about what God sends to knock on your life. Sometimes God brings the door to you. Sometimes He brings the opportunity to you. Sometimes He brings the confirmation to you. And tomorrow, something is coming that will call your name. Your spirit has already felt it. That inner pull you've been experiencing is not random. That sudden tiredness with old cycles, that restlessness with where you've been, that urge to reorganize, to pray more, to detach from people who only drain you, it's all connected. Nothing in your spirit is shifting without purpose. You are being positioned for what God is about to release. I want you to listen closely now, because the next words are not accidental. Your waiting has not been wasted. Every challenge, every slow season, every delay, every silent night, God has been arranging circumstances around you. There are moments in life when heaven schedules a breakthrough and you are standing in front of one. Isaiah 43:19 says, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall they not know it?" God is not asking if He will do it. He's asking whether you will recognize it when it arrives. And tomorrow, something will knock at your lair. Life that carries the shape of the new thing He has been preparing. But before you can receive the knock, your heart must be willing. Your faith must be awake. That's why I want to ask you again, if you haven't already, type "I receive" in the comments. It's not just for engagement. It is a symbolic act that tells heaven, my heart is open, my spirit is ready. I am aligned with what God has scheduled for me. Now, let's go deeper. Because the reason this knock is coming tomorrow is not random. You've reached a spiritual tipping point. You've been pushed, stretched, challenged, refined, and humbled. You've walked through seasons that felt like loss, but were actually preparation. God has been pruning you, not to reduce you, but to strengthen you for where you're about to go. Proverbs 18:12 reveals this spiritual pattern clearly. Before destruction in the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. Your humility, your willingness to keep going, your ability to remain faithful even when things didn't go your way, these are the qualities that have unlocked the next move God is sending. There are times when heaven watches you silently, not because God is distant, but because He is observing your capacity, your resilience, your trust. When you held on through disappointments, God saw it. When you prayed even though you felt tired, God heard it. When you kept believing in better, even while dealing with less, God honored it. And that is why a knock is coming. Heaven responds to faithfulness. Tomorrow is not arriving by chance. It is arriving by spiritual appointment. Now stay with me, because this part is important. The knock that's coming may not arrive in the form you expect. God often wraps big answers in small packages. Think about the story in 1 Kings where God spoke to Elijah not in the wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire, but in a gentle whisper. This is God's pattern. The breakthrough may look ordinary when it arrives, but its impact will not be ordinary. It may be a phone call. It may be an unexpected message. It may be a new idea that drops into your mind. It may be a person you meet by chance. It may be a sudden shift in your emotions or a moment of clarity you didn't have before. The knock may be subtle, but it is packed with destiny. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds you of God's intention. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Tomorrow's knock is connected to that expected end. It's part of the plan God already wrote for you long before you ever understood it. And let me speak directly to your heart now. You've been carrying questions. You've been wondering why certain things had to happen the way they did. You've been trying to understand why doors closed that seemed perfect, why people walked away when you needed them, why opportunities slipped through your hands even though you did everything right. But hear me clearly. What left your life left because it could not stay for where God is taking you next. What didn't work out because it was not aligned with the version of you God is raising right now. Romans 8:28 confirms this truth. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose. That includes the losses. That includes the delays. That includes the disappointments. They weren't punishments. They were redirections. They were redirections. They were God's way of clearing space for what truly belongs to you. And tomorrow, a piece of that purpose is coming to your door. I want you to feel this deeply. There are moments when destiny doesn't whisper, it knocks. It steps forward. It announces itself. It says, I am here. And this is one of those moments in your life. God is not bringing you a random shift. He is bringing you a divine confirmation that the season you've been praying for is finally reaching your doorstep. But let me talk to you gently now, because I know the human heart. I know you've had moments where you wondered if your prayers mattered. I know there were days when you felt invisible, nights when you felt unheard, times when you questioned whether God was still paying attention. But the proof that He has not forgotten you is in the movement He is sending tomorrow. Psalm 34-17 gives you assurance. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. God has heard you every single time, even the prayers you whispered through tears, even the prayers you didn't speak out loud because you didn't have the words. The not coming tomorrow is God's way of saying, I heard you, I remembered you, I have not forgotten you. Before we go deeper, I want you to pause for just a second, not to stop the video, but to let this truth settle in your spirit. Your tomorrow is not empty. Your tomorrow is not ordinary. Your tomorrow is carrying something heaven placed. And I want you to type in the comments, I believe. Say it with faith. Say it with expectancy. Say it with the confidence that God is moving on your behalf. And as you write it, tap the like button to help this message reach more people who need the same encouragement and awakening that you're receiving right now. Now let's continue. Inside you, a shift has already begun. This is why you've been feeling different. Something in your spirit knows that the season is changing, even if your mind hasn't caught up yet. Spirit recognizes what the natural world has not yet revealed. That is why Ephesians 3:20 applies powerfully to you in this moment. Now unto Him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. The not coming tomorrow carries the potential to exceed what you have imagined. You've been praying on one level, but God has been preparing on another. You may not see the full picture yet, but the first piece arrives tomorrow. You may be wondering how God can place something in your tomorrow when you haven't seen any signs today. But that is exactly how divine timing works. God often moves in silence before He moves in sight. He prepares the moment long before He reveals it. Just like a seed grows under the soil where no one can see it, the blessings God has been forming for you have been developing in hidden places. And the knock that is coming tomorrow is simply the moment when the unseen becomes visible. It's the moment when what has been growing beneath the surface finally breaks through. You may feel as though everything around you has been still, but spiritually there has been movement. Angels have been assigned. Pathways have been cleared. Hearts have been softened. Favor has been positioned. God has been aligning the right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. And tomorrow, something small may appear in your day that carries the weight of everything heaven has been shaping behind the scenes. But before the knock arrives, your heart must be prepared. God brings opportunities, but you must recognize them. God sends confirmation, but you must receive it. God brings change, but you must embrace it. This is why He is speaking to you right now, because He does not want the moment. He is prepared for you to be overlooked. There are times when a person can be so accustomed to disappointment that they don't see blessings even when they arrive. But not you. You've been awakened. Your spirit is ready. The very fact that you are listening to this message right now means you are in alignment with what God is about to release. Nothing about your presence here is accidental. You were guided. You were nudged. You were led. Now let me speak to that deeper part of you that often stays silent. You've questioned your worth. You've wondered whether good things are truly meant for you. You've carried memories of past seasons where things seemed promising but then fell apart. You've walked through times where your hope was high but the outcome was disappointing. And because of that, a part of you has been afraid to believe again. Hear me clearly. This time is different. Not because the circumstances around you changed, but because you changed. You grew spiritually. You matured emotionally. You strengthened. Mentally, the version of you listening to this message is not the same version that walked through those old disappointments. You are wiser now. You are more grounded now. Your discernment is sharper now. Your faith has roots that it did not have before, and God does not waste growth. Galatians 6-9 gives you a promise directly tied to this moment. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Your due season is not far away. Your reaping is not distant. Your harvest is not something that will take years to unfold. A signal of that harvest is coming tomorrow. A knock that represents the beginning of something God has been preparing to release. You may not know what form it will take yet, and that's okay. Faith is not knowing the details. Faith is trusting the direction. And the direction this message is pointing you towards is expectancy. Expect a shift. Expect an answer. Expect movement. Expect clarity. Expect alignment. Expect God to show you that He has been listening all along. Let me speak into your tomorrow now, because I want you to imagine something not with fear, not with doubt, but with conviction. Imagine waking up tomorrow and feeling a sense of peace you haven't felt in a long time. Imagine receiving a message that brings clarity to something that once confused you. Imagine an opportunity appearing that you didn't go searching for. Imagine a person reaching out with information, support, or encouragement you didn't expect. Imagine a decision suddenly feeling clear when it used to feel overwhelming. These are the kinds of moments that God uses to knock. Sometimes the knock is external. Sometimes the knock is internal. You may feel a sudden inspiration to take action on something you've been delaying. You may feel an unexpected release from something you once held on to tightly. You may feel a new wave of courage, allowing you to do something that intimidated you before. These inner movements are just as divine as outer events. Do not underestimate the power of what God can awaken inside you. Sometimes the life-changing knock is not a person at the door, but God tapping on your heart. Proverbs 3-5-6 offers guidance for these moments of inner shifting. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Tomorrow your path will be directed in some way, maybe subtly, maybe obviously, but you will feel it. Something will align. Something will click. Something will open. And when it happens, your spirit will know. Let me speak to your exhaustion for a moment, because life has not been easy for you lately. You've been carrying responsibilities that others don't see. You've been managing emotional burdens quietly. You've been functioning while tired, giving while empty, hoping while hurting. But despite it all, you didn't quit. You didn't collapse. You didn't walk away from your faith. You kept going. And God loves faithfulness. God honors endurance. God rewards those who keep holding on, even when they have every reason to let go. Psalm 126-5 speaks directly to your journey. They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. You have sown with strength. You have sown with faith. You have sown with perseverance. And your season of joy is being ushered in, one knock at a time. This is why you must prepare your heart for what's coming tomorrow, not with anxiety, not with worry, not with overthinking, but with trust. Trust that God knows what you need. Trust that He knows when to send it. Trust that He knows how to deliver it. Trust that He knows how to align every detail. And while you're listening now, take a moment to type, "I believe God is moving," in the comments. This is not just an engagement. Fraser is a spiritual declaration. Your words carry power. Your confession shapes your atmosphere. Your agreement activates your alignment. Now, let's go even deeper. There's a reason God sometimes sends a knock instead of a message. A knock requires you to respond. It requires you to move. It requires you to open. It requires participation. A knock is not something that forces itself into your life. It invites you to make a decision. Revelation 3:20 captures this divine pattern so perfectly. "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him." God does not push, He knocks. He does not intrude, He invites. He does not force, He offers. And tomorrow, something in your life will extend that invitation to you. Maybe it will be the invitation to forgive and move forward. Maybe it will be the invitation to start something new. Maybe it will be the invitation to trust again. Maybe it will be the invitation to walk away from what has been draining you. Maybe it will be the invitation to take a step that leads you into your next level. Whatever form it takes, the knocking represents partnership. It represents cooperation. With God, it represents your willingness to walk into the season He has prepared for you. And let me tell you something, quietly but confidently. God does not send a knock unless there is something behind the door. Whatever is coming, tomorrow carries substance, meaning, purpose. It carries the fingerprint of God. It carries the direction of heaven. And now I want to speak directly to your faith. Because for some of you listening right now, faith has been hard. Not because you don't believe in God, but because you've been carrying emotional bruises from past seasons. But hear me, God is not revisiting your past. He is not returning you to old cycles. He is not allowing history to repeat itself. He is pulling you forward. Isaiah 41:10 brings comfort to the fearful places in your heart. "Fear thou not, for I am with thee, be not dismayed. For I am thy God, I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee." God is going ahead of you. God is surrounding you. God is preparing you. God is strengthening you for tomorrow's moment. This knock will not overwhelm you. This knock will not confuse you. This knock will not harm you. This knock will elevate you. And as you listen, I want you to gently tap the like button to help. This message reaches someone else who needs it just as much as you do. There is someone out there praying for confirmation, and God may use you to help guide them to this very moment. Now listen closely, because I'm about to say something you need to hold on to. Your life is not behind you. Your life is not stuck. Your life is not paused. Your life is not declining. Your life is transitioning. And transition often feels like discomfort, uncertainty, or waiting. But spiritually, transition is movement. It means God is rearranging, things in your favor. Psalm 84:11 confirms this beautifully. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. God has not been withholding from you. He has been preparing the good thing. And tomorrow is a sign that the wait has been worth it. But I want you to understand something deeper. The knock coming tomorrow is not the end. It is the beginning. It is the starting point of a chain reaction. It is the spark that will ignite a season of change. It is the confirmation that heaven has gone ahead of you. This is why your heart must be open. Your faith must be active, and your spirit must be attentive. And I want you to write in the comments again, my heart is open. Your declaration matters. Now that your heart is open, let me guide you into the deeper spiritual meaning of what is coming toward you. You may not fully realize it yet, but you are stepping into a divine intersection. An intersection is a place where two paths meet here. Path and God's timing. When these two collide, something in your life must shift. Something must move. Something must unfold. The knock coming tomorrow is happening because heaven has chosen this moment to intersect with your timeline. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being aligned. An alignment always comes before arrival. God has been arranging the pieces of your life so that when this knock comes, you are spiritually positioned to receive what He has been preparing. There have been moments when you questioned your steps. You wondered whether you were moving too slowly or too quickly. You wondered whether you were making the right decisions. You wondered whether you missed something important along the way. But hear me clearly now. Nothing God intends for you can be missed. What is meant for you will always find its way to your door, even if it arrives through unexpected means. Proverbs 16:9 reminds you of this truth. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. Even when you thought you were walking blindly, God was guiding you. Even when you didn't realize He was leading, He was lighting your path quietly. And now, tomorrow represents a moment where those guided steps will begin to make sense. But to understand the power of what is coming, you must first understand the season you are exiting. You have been in a season of preparation, not punishment, not stagnation. Preparation. God has been stretching you so that you can carry what He's bringing. He has been clearing your life of people who couldn't go with you. He has been pulling you away from distractions you didn't even realize were slowing you down. He has been protecting you from opportunities that were not truly aligned with your destiny. Sometimes what feels like delay is really divine protection. Sometimes what feels like emptiness is really spiritual pruning. Sometimes what feels like being forgotten is really God hiding you while He prepares something better. And I want to speak softly to the part of you that has felt left behind. You've watched others receive blessings. You've seen people around you experience breakthroughs. You've watched people step into new seasons while yours seemed slow. But what you didn't see is that God was working on something personalized for you, something uniquely shaped for your journey, something specifically designed for your calling. What He is preparing for you is not a copy of someone else's blessing. It is tailored, measured, fitted for your life. Isaiah 64:4 says, "For since the beginning of the world men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither hath the eye seen, what He hath prepared for him that waiteth for Him." This verse is speaking about you. It is speaking about the unseen preparation, the invisible shaping, the silent arrangements God has been making on your behalf. And tomorrow you will begin to see the evidence of that preparation. Let me take you deeper into the symbolism of the knock. A knock means something is standing on the other side of your door. Something is waiting for your response. Something is offering itself to you. A knock is the merging of arrival and invitation. Something has arrived, but it requires your willingness to open. This is why God is preparing your heart today, because tomorrow your willingness will matter. The knock may come in the form of good news. It may come in the form of clarity. It may come in the form of a shift inside you. It may come in the form of someone reaching out, someone apologizing, someone offering support, someone revealing information that changes everything. It may come in the form of a peaceful moment where God whispers direction into your heart. It may come in the form of a sign you cannot ignore, but it will come. Your responsibility is to recognize it. Let me speak directly to the doubts that may try to rise in your mind. You may wonder, what if nothing happens tomorrow? What if this is just another hopeful moment that leads to disappointment? But I want you to understand something spiritual. Your expectation is part of the process. Faith creates an environment where blessings can land. Faith opens the door before the knock even arrives. Faith signals to heaven that you are ready. Hebrews 11:1 gives you the foundation of this truth. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You may not see the knock coming, but your faith is the evidence that it is already on its way. Your belief activates what God has scheduled. Your expectation becomes the vessel that receives what heaven is sending. And that is why I want you to write in the comments right now, "My spirit is expectant." Let that be a declaration, a spiritual posture, a signal to heaven that you are prepared for what God is about to initiate. Now let's talk about something deeply important: discernment. When the knock comes tomorrow, it may require you to discern whether it is from God or not. How will you know? God's movements always carry peace. Even if they challenge you, even if they stretch you, they come with a deep inner sense of calm. Confusion does not accompany God's will. Anxiety does not accompany God's direction. Oppression does not accompany God's blessings. Philippians 4:7 speaks directly to this. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. When the knock comes tomorrow, look for the peace. Look for the spiritual quietness that settles over your heart. That peace is God's signature. It is His confirmation that what stands behind the door is safe, aligned, and sent by Him. But I must also address something sensitive. For some of you, the knock tomorrow will challenge old wounds. It may require forgiveness. It may require crossing a threshold you avoided before. It may require believing again where you once gave up. It may require trusting God in a way you haven't trusted in a long time. And that is why He is preparing you in advance. Because the knock is not just about the arrival of something new. It is also about the release of something old. There are blessings you cannot receive while holding onto yesterday. There are doors that will not open while your hands are full of old experiences, old fears, old disappointments. The knock coming tomorrow is also an invitation to release what has been weighing you down. Psalm 55 minutes and 22 seconds encourages you in this moment. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and He shall sustain thee. You don't have to hold it all. You don't have to carry everything into your tomorrow. God is asking you to release what does not serve your next season so that you can receive what He is sending. And as you listen, I want you to gently tap the like button, because when you do, you are helping this message reach someone else who desperately needs to hear that God has not forgotten them either. Now listen closely, because this part of the message is personal. You have prayed for a breakthrough. You have prayed for a sign. You have prayed for guidance. You have prayed for a shift. You have prayed for clarity. You have prayed for relief. And tomorrow, God is sending you something that will confirm that your prayers were not ignored. You may have prayed quietly. You may have prayed in tears. You may have prayed with doubt in your heart. You may have prayed while feeling unworthy. But God does not measure the perfection of your prayer. He measures the sincerity of it. And your prayers have been sincere. Your heart has been open. Even when you struggled to believe, you still reached out to Him. Psalm 34:15 says, "The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and His ears are open unto their cry." Your cries have been heard. Your prayers have been gathered. Your tears have been counted. And tomorrow's knock is God's answer, arriving in His timing and His way. Now let me take you into the emotional part of this message, because some of you have been dealing with hidden battles, silent struggles, private worries. You've been carrying things alone, trying to be strong, trying to push through. But God is about to show you that you don't have to carry everything by yourself. The knock tomorrow may bring support. It may bring favor. It may bring a person who understands what you've been going through. It may bring an opportunity that lifts a financial burden. It may bring a solution to a problem that has felt too heavy. It may bring a moment of inner healing that has been long overdue. And I want you to open your heart to that possibility. Because God is not sending something small. He is sending something meaningful. Something intentional. Something that carries the fingerprint of His love for you. Now feel this deeply. You are worthy of what's coming. You are worthy of blessings. You are worthy of new beginnings. You are worthy of support. You are worthy of divine intervention. You are worthy of breakthrough. You are worthy of answered prayers. Nothing in your past disqualifies you from receiving what God is sending tomorrow. Nothing you've been through can stop what God has ordained. Nothing anyone has said about you can cancel His promise. No mistake you've made can block His mercy. What God is about to bring to your life is not based on your perfection. It is based on His grace. Ephesians 2:8 reminds you of this truth. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. The knock tomorrow is not about earning. It is about receiving. It is about stepping into the goodness of God without self-doubt, without guilt, without shame. And before this ends, I want you to write in the comments, "I am ready for God's knock."